O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. That was Eric Gow with that rendition of O Canada. Eric is a student in our theater arts at Studio 58 program. Thank you very much, Eric. Mr. President, members of the faculty and staff, honored guests, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Langara College, and thank you for joining us this morning. I declare open this 2014 Convocation of Langara College. And this convocation is assembled for the granting of credentials and awarding of honors. My name is Brad O'Hara. I'm the Vice President, Academic and Provost at Langara, and I'll be your Master of Ceremonies this morning. Please be aware that this ceremony is being recorded for viewing in other locations on campus and on our website. On behalf of the Langara College community, I wish to acknowledge, with respect, the history, customs, and culture of the Coast Salish peoples, specifically the Musqueam Nation, on whose traditional lands we are meeting today. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of our platform party. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Dr. Lane Trotter, President and Chief Executive Officer. Ms. Gerda Kraus, Board Governor, Chair of Education Council, and Division Chair of Mathematics and Sciences. Ms. Lynn Carter, President of the Langara Faculty Association. Ms. Emma Leah Munro, Board Governor. Ms. Gail Sparrow, Elder and former Chief of the Musqueam Nation. Dr. Roger Gibbons, former President and CEO, Canada West Foundation, and today's keynote speaker. Mr. Roy Dakin, Vice President, Administration and Finance. Dr. Ian Humphreys, Vice President, Enrollment and Business Development. Ms. Dawn Palmer, Associate Vice President, Human Resources. Mr. Barry Colson, Associate Vice President, Administration and Finance. Dr. Leela Dawson, Dean, Faculty of Social Sciences and Management. Mr. Dan Thorpe, Dean, Continuing Studies. Ms. Margaret Heldman, Dean, Faculty of Science. Dr. Julie Longo, Dean, Faculty of Arts. Ms. Charlotte French, Registrar and Director of Enrollment Services. Mr. A.J. Patel, Dean, International Education. Mr. Clayton Monroe, Dean, Student Services. Ms. Sue Street, Executive Director, College Advancement. Mr. Spencer Dane, Department Chair, School of Management. Ms. Antonella Alls, Assistant Department Chair, School of Management. And Ms. Stephanie Kunar, Faculty Member, School of Management. Please give our platform party a round of applause. At this time, I would like to invite Gail Sparrow, Elder and former Chief of the Musqueam Nation, to bring traditional territorial greetings. Gail?
Hi, Chika, Brad. I say Ichiwai, my CMs, and also a special Ichiwai to CM Takaya, President Trotter, who was blessed with a name from our tribe yesterday. I'm the former chief of the Musqueam First Nations. Langara College is located on the traditional territory of the Musqueam First Nations. Our people still reside around a 10-minute drive west of here, located in 400 acres of 1,300 strong. At one time, not less than 120 years ago, we occupied these very lands. We had longhouses here. We lived and strived and survived. But what happened to us is that we are hit with a very strong disease that was wrapped in our blankets in a trading and almost wiped us out. There's maybe 20 to 30 people survived it, and we eventually located and moved over to the southwest corner of Vancouver. When I was going to graduate from high school, there was only 225 people back in 1971. Now there's 1,300 strong. And the grounds of Langara College have, on the very solid ground is built on, the foundation, is left our people's history. And our people's history is written in this very earth. My grandfather taught me a blessing of knowledge, of know who you are, know where you're going, and always know what you're going to be. When I left to go to high school, my grandfather also gave me a blessing. I share it with all the students here from Langara that are graduating today with your certificate that you've accomplished and achieved after 4 years. It was when I went away, my last name is Sparrow. My grandfather pulled me aside and he said, "Amit," which means sit. And I said, "Yes, Grandpa." "What?" And he said, "You're going away to high school. You're not going to go to Vancouver, you're going down the States. We know that. You're leaving your family. But when you go, don't flutter around with the sparrows down there, Gail. I want you to take the wings of the eagle and you soar and you strive and don't you quit, because quitters never win." Students, Musqueam blesses you that you too will take your certificate and you will strive and you will survive and you'll be successful. Don't quit, because winners never quit. Our people laid that strong foundation in the very grounds of Langara for all of you who are here today and all the supporters and their family. We say to you, our family, our friends. And we say Haichka to you. Haichka RCMs on Musqueam First Nations. Thank you.
Thank you, Gail. And we certainly appreciate those words and your participation in this morning's ceremony. I now invite Gerda Kraus, member of the Langara Board of Governors, to bring greetings to the Convocation.
Dr. Trotter, members of the Platform Party, honored guests, faculty and staff, graduates, and supporters of those being celebrated here today. It is my privilege to bring greetings and congratulations to you, our graduates, on behalf of Langara's Board of Governors. It's an exciting day, a time to reflect on your hard work and achievements, a time to celebrate this important milestone. Your time at Langara has been a time of learning and exploring. You've gained new knowledge, new skills, and probably new friends. Your confidence in your abilities has grown, and you've learned to look at the world in new ways. You will be taking all this with you when you move on into careers and further education. We also congratulate your family and friends who have supported and encouraged you along the way. As the parent of a former Langara graduate, I understand the importance of that role and the pride of watching your success. As a board, we're also proud of your achievements. We wish you well and trust that your experiences at Langara will continue to fuel your success in the future. And we hope you'll keep in touch through the Alumni Association and keep us informed of your further adventures. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Gerda. At this time, I'm pleased to call upon President Lane Trotter to provide greetings.
Good morning, everyone. Platform Party, colleagues, students, and guests. Today I stand before you honored and humbled to have been installed yesterday as Langara College's third president. I want to thank the Board of Governors for placing their trust in me, and I am truly honored. I also want to acknowledge and thank the Musqueam First Nation on whose land Langara College is located, and thank them for the support for the college and their warm welcome. I also want to thank the college community for opening their arms and making me feel at home. But I would be remiss if I did not thank my family for their support, for without their support, I would not be here today. And finally, I also want to thank the Platform Party for taking the time to be here. It is appreciated. It is with humility that I assume this role, realizing that I am a steward tasked with supporting and adding to the work of the retired and current faculty, staff, and administrators who have made Langara College one of the best colleges in Canada. This is a task not lightly undertaken, but as Franklin Roosevelt said, we have always held to the hope, the belief, the conviction that there is a better life, a better world beyond the horizon. Langara College is a special place that helps students pursue that horizon. The college opened its doors at this location in 1970 and became an independent institution in 1994. In that time, Langara has graduated more than 77,000 students who have gone on to pursue their dreams and add to the fabric of our society. Their gifts have made our community a better place, and the community has continued to place its trust in Langara to educate and train not only the next generation of young people, but also provide support to those seeking new paths and opportunities. But we would not be here today celebrating the success of our graduating students without the people who have supported them during their education. We need to thank those who have supported you, our students, while you pursued your studies, whether it was your parents, other family members, spouses and significant others, or even friends. They have all had a role to play in your success in being here today. And on behalf of the graduating class, I want to thank you publicly for providing that support. Before I continue, let me preface this speech with two caveats. First, I have to tell you that writing this speech was one of the more difficult things I've had to do, finding the right balance between education and providing some words of assistance that I hope will assist the graduates as they move on to the next chapter in their life. But before you worry too much that this will be another speech that you will have to endure, let me assure you that I've heeded the advice of Cicero that brevity is the best recommendation of a speech, whether in a senator or an orator. And so with these words of wisdom, I will pass on some thoughts that I hope will be useful to you. Education is transformative. It plays a critical role in our society to educate the future workers, such as healthcare providers, journalists, and aspiring business leaders that we need to keep our community vibrant, but also those who dream about what our society is or could be, such as artists and philosophers. This is a heady responsibility, and it is one that Langara College has continually achieved year over year for the last 44 years. Langara is a starting point, the pathway, if you will, for these journeys. Langara offers pathways to further education, to employment, to career advancement and career transition. We provide students from high school with opportunities to pursue career or university transfer. We offer remediation and adult education to those learners who need to upgrade their skills to enroll into either a career or university transfer program. For those learners who are already working or want to change career or re-enter the workforce, we offer a wide array of continuing studies programs. Through articulation agreements with other education providers, such as universities, our students are offered even more opportunities to ladder and bridge their Langara education towards both bachelor and master's degrees. But wherever you start and wherever you want to go, Langara offers a pathway toward that goal. As you pursue your aspirations, please think about the opportunities that you have been provided. Our community has invested in you and now needs you to contribute back. So as you leave the college to pursue the next chapter, become involved and contribute your passion and knowledge to build a better, more prosperous and sustainable municipality, province, and country. As John F. Kennedy said in his inauguration in 1960, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. These are powerful words about making our society a better place and the obligation we all have to make that happen. I was recently at a conference and had the privilege to hear a keynote address by Dr. Freeman Hrabowski, president of the University of Maryland at Baltimore County. Dr. Hrabowski spoke about how we create the type of community we deserve and our responsibilities to create the change we want. He spoke about the challenges he faced as a young man growing up in Alabama and how education was the key to change. At the age of 12, he was arrested and jailed for marching in the Children's Crusade as part of the Civil Rights Movement. As one of the older children, he was responsible and looked after the younger children until they were released 5 days later. This had a powerful influence on Dr. Hrabowski, who has dedicated his life to building opportunities to access and create better communities. Education has been the bulwark of his approach, and the University of Maryland at Baltimore County is a powerhouse recognized as one of the most innovative American universities for its approach to teaching, learning, and research, and the role of the institution in the community. In addition, the University of Maryland at Baltimore County was ranked as the #1 up-and-coming university in the USA in 2009, 2010, and 2011. While Dr. Hrabowski spoke eloquently and passionately about his journey, his final words stood out. He said, "Watch your thoughts, they become your words. Watch your words, they become your actions. Watch your actions, they become your habits. Watch your habits, they become your character. Watch your character, for it is your destiny." I had not heard this particular quote before, so I researched its origin. It appears to have originated more than 2,000 years ago and is attributed to the Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu. This quote is profound and represents an aspirational goal for all of us, both individually and collectively, to treat each other with respect so we can build that better society. This quote resonates because it speaks to the path that leads to a better world and our individual responsibilities to our children and our children's children. So my challenge to you, the graduating class, is to be engaged and make a difference, to be engaged and build a better, more just society, and always pursue that horizon. Thank you for your time and patience today. Enjoy your day. You've earned it. Tomorrow, the work begins. Thank you.
Thank you, President Trotter. At this time, it's my pleasure to call upon Lynn Carter, President of the Langara Faculty Association, to bring greetings to Convocation. Lynn?
I too want to acknowledge that we're on the traditional and unceded territory of the Musqueam people and to thank them for that. Board members, President Trotter, honored guests, colleagues, and most importantly, graduates. On behalf of the faculty, it's my pleasure to extend to you all the very best wishes on this very special day. We understand and appreciate the effort and for many of you the sacrifices you've made in order to achieve what you have today. Some of you have traveled from other countries to study with us here at Langara. Thank you for taking on that adventure. Many of you have had to give up precious time with your families. Many of you have had to take on significant debt in order to complete your studies. We appreciate this and we commend you for your dedication and commitment. As faculty members, we've had the privilege of being a part of your educational journey here at Langara. We've enjoyed watching your development and contributing to that process. We've enjoyed both teaching and learning from you. Our work with students is always a reciprocal process, and we thank you for that opportunity as well. Watching you learn, seeing you master new ideas and skills is enormously rewarding for us. Your success today is the culmination of all your work, and we're delighted to be here today to share that with you. Some of you will be going on to jobs and others to further study. Many of you will be doing both. We thank you for having chosen to study with us here at Langara, and we wish you all the best in the future. We're enormously proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Lynn. I now ask President Trotter to present today's Convocation Award.
Thank you, Brad. It is my pleasure to announce today's graduation award. The President's Medal for Academic Excellence and Community Service is awarded to a student graduating from a bachelor's degree program who has demonstrated academic excellence and a commitment to involvement in community service. This year's recipient is Melissa Areginello, who is graduating with a Bachelor of Business Administration. Unfortunately, Melissa is unable to attend today's ceremony to accept her award in person, but we'd like to acknowledge Melissa, and these are a couple of things about her. Melissa attributes her success to the foundational knowledge and applied learning provided by this program. The quality of her work gained her acceptance into the Vancouver Board of Trade Premier Mentorship Program, Leaders of Tomorrow, where she further developed her leadership, networking, and volunteer skills. Melissa has also volunteered with the Magazine Association of British Columbia, the 2013 International Wine Festival, raising funds for the Bard on the Beach series. This fall, Melissa will be enrolling in the Masters of Arts in Strategic Public Relations program at the University of Southern California. She hopes to intern in London, that's London, UK, next summer and pursue a career in public relations. Congratulations to Melissa. We wish her all the best.
Thank you, President Trotter. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Roger Gibbons, who will give today's convocation address. Originally from Prince George, British Columbia, Dr. Gibbons has an undergraduate degree from the University of British Columbia and a doctorate in political science from Stanford University. Dr. Gibbons began his career as an instructor at the University of Calgary. He inspired his students in matters of politics while earning a reputation as a genuine, engaging, and innovative teacher. As an author, he gained recognition as one of Canada's leading political scientists for his insights on federalism, Canadian politics, constitutional reform, regionalism, Aboriginal affairs, social change, and other societal issues. A respected advocate, Dr. Gibbons is a public policy advisor, political scientist, professor, and author. He is also past president and CEO of the Canada West Foundation, where he continues to serve as a senior fellow. Please give a big Langara College welcome to Dr. Roger Gibbons.
Well, thank you so much, and good morning, everyone. Especially a special good morning to today's graduating class, your supportive friends, and your grateful families. For a person of my age, the spirit of optimism and excitement that bubbles through today's convocation is truly intoxicating. For the graduating class, the world is your oyster, and you are the pearls. At the same time, however, you are moving into a world marked by a great deal of uncertainty. We simply don't know what the world will look like in 20 or 25 years. If you doubt this, cast your minds or your imaginations, for those of you who are younger, cast your imaginations back 25 years to 1989. No cell phones, no iPads, no internet, no tweets, no Twitter, no Justin Bieber, no, some things are just fine. No digital photography, and China was a small and poor regional economy on the edge of the global economy. The graduating class of 1989 had no idea of the huge changes that were rushing down the road towards them. Now, when we look forward to your future, there's at least a broad consensus on one thing. Every forecast predicts choppy, even stormy seas. As a consequence, there are bound to be frustrations, false starts, even failures along the road, along with dazzling opportunities. Here I cannot help but compare your situation with that of the touchstone of my life right now, and that's my 3-year-old granddaughter, Dara. When I look at the world through her young eyes, I'm so excited about the opportunities that she will have, and so terrified at the challenges she will face. Unlike my granddaughter, however, you have the benefits of Langara College, and she might somewhere down the road. Your Langara experience will give you the sturdy boat you will need, not only to survive, but to prosper in the rough waters that lie ahead. Your degrees and diplomas will provide the navigational skills you will need. The college has provided many of the essential supplies you will need. Maybe not the material supplies, but the knowledge and the skills, the ability to understand both the details and the deeper currents of contemporary life. Langara has given you the self-confidence you will need, the belief that there are no challenges too great, no opportunities beyond your reach. And for those of you who are brimming with self-confidence already, Langara will provide some substantive backup. When the world says, put your money where your mouth is, at least you'll have some change in your pocket. Hopefully, the college will also slip in some stowaways into your boat, some deeply subversive ideas that will pop up later in your life when things start to get too comfortable or too convenient. And in some cases, the college will even provide many of the crew you will need, the friends and colleagues who will man the sails. Langara, therefore, has given you a very seaworthy boat, but only you can provide the wind, only you can provide the fuel, the energy. The college has given your boat sails, but without your wind, it will never get out of the harbor. What you also need to provide is a destination, at the very least a sense of direction in your life. Only you can ensure that your boat does not run into the dock, does not run aground on the first sandbar that you encounter. And here I'll refer back to what Chief Sparrow was saying earlier this morning. You have to know who you are and where you are going. Today, some of you may have a very specific destination in mind. By the time I'm 27, I'll have a secure job as a financial analyst, a house in Richmond, and a dog called Sebastian. Others may have different destinations in mind, be they Calgary, Prince George, Shanghai, or even Toronto. All of you will have a much more general destination, a good job, a community of friends, a sustainable environment, the chance to make the world a better place. Here, though, is the paradox I want to leave you with. Although a sense of direction is critically important, the uncomfortable reality is that destinations and the sense of purpose they give to our lives will inevitably change from year to year, sometimes even from month to month. All we know for certain is that you will end up somewhere other than where you plan to be. When I look back on what I fondly remember as my youth, I had no idea what lay ahead in my life, no idea whatsoever. So the reality is life will continually toss up unanticipated challenges and opportunities, and you will have to be nimble and strategic as a consequence. Your life 30 years from now is unlikely to be what you might predict today. It will be different, quite likely fuller, but different in ways you cannot predict. Therefore, you will have to embrace rather than resist change. But hey, that's what being young is all about. No matter where you end up, however, your Langara experiences will stick like barnacles to the bottom of your boat. Maybe this is an image that President Trotter is not that fond of. But these experiences will shape you in so many ways that may not be apparent for years or even decades to come. I can only assure you that you will look back repeatedly on your experiences here as a source not only of skills but also insights and inspiration. You are more than just a few years older than when you started out. You are different and hopefully better because of Langara. It is important, therefore, to never lose faith in the value of what you have learned here, both through your programs and through your life in this unique community. And it will not only be the formal education that will stick with you over the years. It'll be the people you have met, the colleagues who became friends, and in some cases even husbands or wives, the late night conversations over far too much coffee or beer, the teachers who turned out to be much smarter than they appeared to be when you first met them at the front of the classroom. So in many ways, many ways, your college experiences will leave a mark, and it's that mark that we are celebrating today. In closing then, let me thank you so much for this opportunity to share a few minutes of this precious day with you, your family, and friends. As you set out to sea, with new diplomas and degrees in hand, I will stand on the dock, looking on with envy, wishing I was young enough to come along for the ride. Above all else, however, I'll be wishing you bon voyage for a life of wonder. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gibbons, for those wonderful remarks. And now on to the presentation of the graduands, which is why most of you are here today. President Trotter, I'm assured that the graduates, the candidates to be presented to you today, and those who are absent, have fulfilled all of the requirements for their respective credentials, and ask that you confer upon each credential which he or she has earned. Will the graduands please rise?
By the authority granted to me by the government of this province, I admit you and those in absentia to the credentials to which you are entitled. Please be seated.
We will now begin the presentation of the graduates, and faculty who would like to congratulate their graduates may do so by approaching the east side of the platform, which is the side to my right. Audience members who want to move closer to the front to take a photo of their graduate may also come up to the same area. We ask that you please do not block the view of the platform of the other graduates and return to your seats quickly so others may do the same. And I now ask Leela Dawson, Dean of the Faculty of Social Science and Management, and Daniel Thorpe, Dean of Continuing Studies, to announce the name of our graduates.
I'm pleased to say the first group of graduates is the degree holders in the Bachelor of Business Administration, beginning with Samira Ali. Jade Marie Arignon. Joanna Barba Babuch. Andre Baudouin. Asesha Naomi Biln. Aaron Lewis Birch. Krista Cecilia Bodnar. Kyle Wong Buckley. Catherine Ann Campbell. Andrew William Carbonneau. Andre Chabot Gaspé. Graham McBride Chalmers. Michael Thomas Chu. Alana Brandy Davis. Amrit Singh Danda. Justin Gurvinder Daisy. Tamara Dugonjic. Benjamin Edelstein. David Cameron Lewis Gazin. Daniel Matthew Malta Gonzalez. Carlos Eduardo Gonzalez Malave. Cheyenne Raven Andrea Guamuk. Jason Hoodum. Taylor Hunter. Vivi Juwano. Jordan Zachary Kofsky. Matthew Thomas Kwok. Alana Krista Langlois. Adam Murad Larbi. Jessica Lay. Gerbax Leal. Graduation with distinction, Eric Meng Shui Liu. Huyen Mai. Lara Majid. Shanna Lee Martinson. Charlene Mins. Shireen Mogadas. Derek Winston Ng. Brian Chi Nguyen. Rhett Harrison Olson. Sean Howard Oldham. Abdul Rahman Abdul Razak Osman. Dana Marie Patterson. Nico Parivuliotis. Petra Petlanova. Anita Kwong. Maj Kutab. Alexandra Joyce Raison. Admir Salihovic. Sophia Salonga. Tasha Katharina Samuels. Gurpreet Singh Sander. Stephanie Nicole Scott. Andrew Snyder Browse. Jade Solacito. Vedran Stevanovic. Andrea Maria Talado. Graduation with distinction, Catherine Wun Mai Tam. Graduation with distinction, Edmund Winston Thompson. Kimberly Lynn Tompkins. Levin Trixie Trinidad. Dean Constantine Satuhas. Gigi Kai Yan Choi. Tony Vu. Saeed Warsami. Michael Daniel William Watts. Brittany Joy Whitmore. Melissa Marianne Williams. Stephanie Pui Yi Wong. Michael Allen Wood. Yisheng Wu. Lu Yi Yang. Yi Yang. Vanessa Marie Yu. The following group of students are graduating from the Diploma in Accounting. Demetrios Athanasopoulos. Annie Chen. Yu San Ho. Thank you. Natalia Ignatova, graduation with distinction. Hoiling Angela Kuk. Roy Yu Lin. Li Ma. Meng Yuan Chin. Lovepreet Singh Sandwalia. Danlu Wang. Chi Xiang. Jessica Zhao. The following group of students are graduating with the Diploma in Business Management. Shermeen Alexandra. Manpreet Kaur Danoya. Cynthia Fagan. Richa Rajender Gautam. Chi-An Huang. Meli Karoglu. Graduation with distinction, Simon Kroll. Christy Nicholson Long. Amarudin Zain Mohammed. Nabila Nuzhat. Tony Pham. Jose Fernando Talado. Hao Wu. Shu Yang. The following group of students are graduating with an Associate of Arts degree in Commerce and Business Studies. Natalie Yin Woon Chang. Alexander Ames Norman. Emily Paversky. The following group of students are graduating with a Diploma in Arts and Science Commerce. Enzi Wang. The following student is graduating with a Diploma in Business Management. Yeti Marie Isopo. The following group of students are graduating with a Diploma in Arts and Science Commerce. Yajing Sun. The following group of students are graduating with the Diploma in Financial Management, graduation with distinction. Aldo Estefan Torres. Alexis Mendoza. Diem Tui Q Nguyen. Inderjeet Singh. Caitlin Trong. Peter McLaurin Tooney. Diploma in Marketing Management, Terrence Alistair Austria. The following group of students is graduating with the Diploma in Marketing Management. Hui Fan Chen. Roseanne Chrysostomo. Graduation with distinction, Carly Hope Franklin. Isis Schmidt-Ronte. Aaron Anthony Michael Ugenti. Yep. Graduating with a Diploma in Publishing, graduation with distinction, Peggy Yett. The following group of students are graduating with Associate of Arts degree in Asian Studies, Aaron Lev. Robin Maria Villaman. The following student is graduating with an Associate of Arts degree in Geography, Surya Carmichael. With an Associate of Arts degree in History, Maya Kaur Bangu. Associate of Arts degree in History, graduation with distinction, Mariel Isabel Jones. Jeffrey Michael Mueller. The following group of students are graduating with Associate of Arts degrees in Psychology. Sonam Bandula. Kristen Rose Berm. Leila Bell Almagro Gabo. Jessica Law. Zhuhuang Li. Take it slow. Kyle Christopher Lucas. Caitlin Sarah Nichols. Kimberly Ann Peters. Rudy William Podolsky. Amrit Sarai. Susie Tantan So.
Good morning. These are the recipients of the Computer Skills for the Office Certificate. Helen Taylor. These are the recipients of the Professional Accounting Certificate. Ivy Lung. These are the recipients of the Professional Bookkeeper Certificate. Ro Wena Abelis. IG Choi. Tai Tang Dung Din. Neri Flores. Jennifer Lumabi. These are the recipients of the Professional Building Manager Certificate. Rodolfo Ratio. These are the recipients of the Professional Sales Online Certificate. Wilson Hokleng Lee. Sherman Shuming Zhao. This is the recipient of the Property Management Certificate, Suzette Simus.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your 2014 graduates. Congratulations once again to each and every one of you. And as we bring this morning's ceremony to a close, I would like to take a few moments to thank various individuals. First of all, our theater arts student, Eric Gow, who sang O Canada, Masai Day, who provided the music prior to the ceremony, Mike McDonald, who was our piper leading the procession. I would also like to extend our appreciation to the many college employees whose contributions have made this morning's event a memorable one. And it is also my pleasure on behalf of the college and the Langara Students' Union to invite all of you to a reception in the Langara Students' Union building immediately after the ceremony. Masai will also be playing for us there. Would you please rise at this time and remain standing until the graduates have left Convocation Hall. I now declare this convocation closed.